If Liverpool played Barcelona on that night, the 4-0 night, 100 times, how often would they have won 4-0?
Oh, you know what? I think it'd be more than what you'd think, really. And I know it's a freak. It'd be that Barcelona 4-0, but it wasn't even the Liverpool's best team. I think we have to remember that. There was no Salah.
No Salah.
No
Firmino.
Firmino. Yeah, and it was just... I just think, honestly, I just think the combination of Klopp, the crowd, and that team's almost in the middle. And I'm not trying to take credit away from the players because it was amazing, but I just think there's a concoction there of European nights, Anfield, and Jurgen Klopp's connection. And it's just, what happens in the middle is the game. And it's just... I'm not saying it was meant to happen, but it was just... I just look at that, and I remember being at the side of the pitch when Barcelona finished the warm-up. And my only hope for that game was Barcelona think the game's won. So I was doing some TV work, and I was at the Anfield Road end, so where the Barcelona fans were, and I was watching them warm up. Okay, they're doing the warm-up, you know, I'm not seeing nothing out the ordinary. And then the Liverpool players went in, there's a big roar. And then I seen Messi get the players in a huddle. And my heart sank. I thought, oh, they know how important it is, but it happened to them before. I think it was in Rome, was it? Or maybe Rome at the year before.
To them. They've been pumped in Turin. They were pumped in Rome, having been 4-1 up in the leads 3-0. Yeah. It was in there was a stone in their shoe already. Yeah. You're right.
And I just felt, maybe this is not the night this is going to happen, really. And then, when we analysed the game, and looked at again, obviously, what do you want? An early goal. They get the early goal. But when you look at the goal, some of the things the Barcelona players did in that lead up to that goal, I couldn't believe it. Jordi Alba. I mean, I think Liverpool will have a corner. The corner gets cleared, and Jordi Alba goes chasing the ball. It's only going to go back to the Liverpool goalkeeper. And then before you know it, Liverpool have recycled the ball. They've knocked a long ball to the left-back position. Jordi Alba does a bad header. The reason he does the poor header is because he's running back to position. So he's actually running backwards trying to head a ball instead of actually running onto it and heading it away. And just those little moments, Liverpool took, obviously, advantage of it. And to be honest, I think it was almost like an Istanbul moment where I always think that when the AC Milan players, they're probably thinking, something's happened that quickly. They haven't even had time to think. And I sometimes think about that with the Barcelona game, where in that second half, things happened that quickly. It was almost like Barcelona were in a trance and could not believe what was happening. It just like, boom, before you know, the game's finished and they're out. And it's one of them. How's that happened? How has that happened? And yes, of course, more often than not, you're not going to beat a team of that quality 4-0. But I don't know. I just think there's something with Europe and Klopp's energy and personality. And I just think, with Klopp's personality, I just think that those type of events are more likely to happen than maybe with other managers. Because maybe there are other managers who have different strengths as managers, but his is actually almost making people believe something's going to happen and never... It's okay, we can all say, never give up, work hard. These are just words and, you know, cliches, but when you actually believe it when someone says it, you know, and I think that's the big thing. And I think Jurgen Klopp's team talk before that game is, again, spoken about a lot, is that he said, if this was another set of players in front of me, I don't think we could win. He said, but I think you can win. Now, of course, he'd probably said that to us, another set of players in that position, but those players believed it when he said it. You know, so straight away they feel 10-foot tall. It doesn't matter, it's Barcelona, it's Messi. And I just think there was not that it was always going to happen, of course it wasn't, but I just think there was just so many things aligning together, really, that made it more likely than what you'd expect.